Hey everybody, we're going to do some red, white, and blue 4th of July themed set of 4 coasters and a little tray. I've not used this one before. I forgot to figure out how much goes into it, so it's going to be a guessing game at this point. I've mixed up 12 ounces of resin and I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to clear my timer. I've mixed it for 5 minutes, so I'm going to start at 0. We'll start the timer there just to keep an eye on the time. I've got 4 molds and I want to say they hold at least 3 ounces of resin each. I'm speculating this one here will hold at least 4 to 6 ounces of resin. But like I said, I measured it when I first got it and I didn't write it down, and so I can't remember how much it holds. First thing I'm going to do in my little coaster centers and here is I want to use Silver Pizzazz Glass Glitter by Laura's Art Corner. It's kind of gritty. It's almost like little glass glitter shards. I've got a little ounce shot glass here and I'm going to put some UV resin into it. I'm just going to make a little puddle. I'm using Counterculture UV resin. I'm going to put a healthy spoonful. I think I'm going to add a little bit of Fireworks Dual Shift. It's from Laura's Art Corner. It's got some holographic feel to it. A little spoonful of that. A little bit more UV resin. Again, this is just to kind of make a really thick paste. And then I'm going to put a little dab in the center of each mold. I've got a UV light, press and hold, and it'll just kind of stay on. That's hardened it up. That way it won't move when you put your resin in and so forth. It'll stay put. I'm going to show you what I've used today, and today I'm using Magic Resin, which I got from Amazon. There'll be links below the video, and it is regular craft resin made for no more than a ½ inch thick things like molds, coasters, trays, that kind of thing. I think the working time is about 45 minutes, which gives us plenty of time, and we're going to do kind of a bloom effect, and we're going to use red, white, blue, and silver. I'm going to mix more silver than anything else because the edge of the tray has a deep ledge, so I'm going to pour that silver into the ledge part and then use it a little bit in these coasters. These aren't necessarily a set with this. I wanted to try this mold out while I was doing this. So the white mixture is going to be made with Cast and Craft, White Alcohol Ink by Pinata, Sparkle White by Etsy Funshine Color Shop, which I love to add to anything. It will just give it sparkle, and it doesn't make any color pastel. It just gives sparkle. The silver by Etsy Funshine Color Shop is called Twinkling Silver Star Mica. And I'm going to add a little bit of Ranger Silver Alcohol Ink. The red will be Magic Resin Red. It came with my resin, a couple little bags of different colors of mica. They sent a bag of red and a bag of blue, and they look shimmery. So I'm going to use these and put a little added alcohol ink, which will be Ultramarine Blue by Bray Reese and Ruby by Decor Rom. These are both alcohol inks, and I may put a little bit of Sparkle White if it doesn't have enough shimmer to my liking. I'm going to do a couple of ounces of silver and probably an ounce to an ounce and a half of white, and then an ounce or so of red and blue. And again, I mixed 12 ounces to do all of these. This will not fill up these coasters. They are pretty deep. I want to say they hold at least 3 ounces. It's been a while since I've used them. I'm only going to go about halfway. We're going with timing, and we're also going to check the temperature along the way. And usually I use piping bags, but today I'm just going to pour them out of my little cups. I am going to go ahead and put my micas in the different cups. So I'm going to go ahead and put a healthy spoonful that will be my white mixture. I'm going to put just a little bit and the red and blue. The silver will be this cup here. I'll put a healthy spoonful of that. I may add more, but that's what I'm going to start with for now. Also be careful because your micas will float around in your room. Especially, I've got a fan going overhead. I always have ventilation, and while I'm not using my resin I can talk to you, but when I am using the resin I'll have my mask on. So a really hefty 1 spoonful of the red. Nice big blue spoonful. I do like to keep baby wipes around. They do well with your alcohol. Again, I always use 91% alcohol. Also, when I mix my resin, I mix all my resins around 5 minutes or so. There's a full mixing video, Resin 101 Mixing. It's video 1058, and it's the same for any type of resin I mix. Any thickness, doesn't matter the brand, I do it all the same. So refer to 1058 for the mixing video. Okay, it's been 38 minutes. I'm going to stop my timer. This totally did not end up going the way I wanted it to, and I didn't really think it out. I should have put it in piping bags so you have way more control. Hopefully it'll still be pretty, but it's not going to look what I envisioned it to look like. So we'll just have to wait and see what it looks like. I'll come back in about 6 hours or so, which it should be semi-cured, and we'll probably add a back layer to it. So I'll be back. I waited overnight because I could tell, looking on the other side of this, that they're not good. So these are a bust, but I like this back. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out, leave the back, and I'll paint something on the front. Since I'm an artist and I've been painting for 27 years, I'll just use that skill. This one I can maybe save. So I'm going to mix up, oh goodness, 3 or 4 ounces of fast set, which will cure in an hour or so, and do the backing. Then I can unmold this, so I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and made 4 ounces of the resin fast set by Counterculture. I used the same blue, and this time I added just 3 drops of Lett's Resin blue resin dye instead of alcohol ink, just to deepen it slightly more. The alcohol ink is a little less strong. This will take an hour or so to cure. I'm going to go ahead and unmold the coasters from yesterday. And I know that they don't look anything like I want them to. Okay, there they are. The little blobby in the middle, they're all off center a little bit. They didn't spread, but they're off center, and the color's not totally right either. I would have liked it a little bit more silvery. I mean, I guess they're okay, looks wise, but these are not where they should be. So I might just do something in the center and be done with the other part. My white totally got eaten up. The silver was super strong, so I didn't need as much of this twinkling silver star as I thought I did. Plus I added the silver alcohol ink. Now these are actually a little tacky from putting the UV resin with the paste in the middle. It cured on the top side, but it didn't on the bottom side. But anyway, they're off whack anyway, so I want to cover them. I am going to just turn that on, leave it on for a minute or two, and let that cure the little centerpieces, just so they're not tacky and interfere. I'll definitely have to do a top coat of resin anyway. I may make up some white paste with UV resin and do something with that, and then maybe a silver center of some sort once I get that done. So I'm just going to work on this for a little bit. So what I've done is I did a little bit of the UV resin in the middle, and then I've got just a white Posca pen, which is acrylic, and I've just kind of gone around the outskirts of the colors and just drawn some lines to accentuate things. And I'm going to do that on all 4, and I'll just fast forward through this part. Okay, I just wanted to point out too, this is craft resin that what I used, and it's still flexible the next day. So I'm used to using Counterculture DIY medium viscosity, which sets up hard cure, and so this is more flexible. But when I put the fast set by Counterculture on top for the top coat, it will make it nice and hard and firm, because there's a little raised edge. I don't know if you can see it from the little bit that I put right in the middle of the resin. But I went ahead and just drew out that design just to give it a kind of a flowery, more artsy effect, because the way the resin ended up doing its little design, it was not acceptable to me for the design. So I'm going to let these dry. I'm probably going to spray a clear coat just to set that acrylic, just like a, varnish quick coat kind of spray, and let it dry for about an hour. And then that way the white won't move when I put the top coat on. Sometimes when you do the top coat over acrylic paints, it will dull it. So that's why I'm going to put a varnish over it. I could brush on a water-based varnish, but I'm just going to do the spray. It'll be quicker and faster and easier. So I will be back in another hour, and this will be set up. I can unmold it, show you that, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to unmold this one. It's not too bad. That one's maybe a little better than the coasters were, but I'm just going to leave it as is. And then I've mixed up 3 ounces of counterculture fast set. This cures in an hour or 2, which is what I used back here for that bottom layer to finish up the mold. And it has a 10 to 15 minute working time, so I'm going to put a thin layer on the top of the coasters to set the white acrylic Posca pen paint that is there that I sprayed lightly with a Krylon varnish. And then got a little turntable. It just helps me, and I use a silicone brush. So I'm going to do these really quickly, put my mask on. I'll be back at the end. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Love you all.